Hello everyone, my name of course is Resonant and welcome back to another video. Now this is, I kind of want to say Medieval 3 Total War, but it is a mod for Attila Total War called Medieval Kingdoms. Now this is a very well fleshed out mod, but this kind of gives you a good insight is if they were going to make a Medieval 3 Total War, this would be what it kind of looks like with the new models and all that stuff. And it is a very nice and well made mod. Here we have a battle versus the Kingdom of England, which will be the side I will be playing as against the Kingdom of France. On the Kingdom of England, we have some mortars, some cannons, some swordsman infantry at the front. We have some spears nearer the back. These are heavy spears. I have one on the left flank, one on the right flank, and one on the centre. These are guarding our vast amounts of archers, and of course some handgunners as there as well. We also have our king with his bodyguard, as I showed you at the beginning, and of course we have some cavalry. These are medium melee cavalry, I think, guarding the flanks. They have an arrangement of spears and swords, but they look very, very nice. So we are going to get into this battle, and we're going to see how well we can slaughter the French army, if we can indeed. Now, of course, this is going to be a very unpredictable battle, I'd say, since I'm doing this live. I did actually do this battle before on my own saved replay, but I couldn't actually load up the replay. It just kept crashing, so I've had to play this again with a live commentary. But it seems like the enemy are putting up some defenses here. I randomized their battle setup, so it's gonna be a little bit random to what they actually have and how they're gonna use it. But it looks like we saw some artillery there in the back that is cropped up that we can see already. So we're gonna move our men up. Let's get them all sorted. Let's get them into a group, and I think we're gonna try and move up as swiftly as possible. Obviously, they are going to have the height advantage if they stay up there, so if we can, we're going to try and lure them down, see what kind of damage we can do from then on. But we're moving up our men now. I'm going to try and use as much cinematic as possible. Obviously, I am doing a live commentary, so it is going to be a little bit hard at some point, but they do look awesome. All the character models in this mod look absolutely insane. I love the work that's been put into this by the developer. So here we have our king, and obviously he does have his lovely crown. You can do a king that doesn't have a crown, but I thought just for the aesthetics, I'd go with the weaker king, but the king that has a crown. So let's put our cavalry on the top of this hill. Seems like that's the map border over there, and let's have a look at the enemy army. So there will be some drops in frame rates probably at some point, but I will try and get this as smooth as possible, because obviously there are a lot of men on the field at the moment. They have some artillery firing at the back. Looks like there's some mortars there. This is the French army, and they do actually have a cannon down there, but they don't seem to be using him too much. So this is some crossbow cavalry from the enemy. Oh, and in come my artillery shots on top of their artillery. Didn't seem we did a ton of damage, but actually I think we broke one of their mortars, which, you know, is a good start as always. But we're going to have a lot of artillery shots coming in at some point in this game, if we can just watch for them being fired by my artillery and also their artillery. Here come a shot coming down from one of the mortars, or maybe this was the cannon. We'll see, but it seems like it's going a bit long. Seems like they are actually aiming for the enemy's artillery, so we're going to change that and try and hit their main infantry force, hoping to do as much damage there as possible. But let's move our cavalry around the back, because it seems like they're leaving their artillery rather undefended. And here we have an awesome battle charge coming in from the enemy horsemen. They're trying to get up, they're trying to see what damage they can do, maybe harass some of my men in the process. Oh, a lot of shots coming from my archers there, and they have taken down. Are they going to be deterred? It doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of arrows coming in from my archers. Of course, we have the handgunners at the front, but they have a little bit less range than the archers, and the cavalry are charging straight into the front of my swordsmen. There they go, charging right into the front. My handgunners are firing. Look at these guys firing their musket type guns, and wow, this is absolutely insane. My archer's probably killing quite a few of my own men there, but you know, it's all for the good of the cinematics. It looks like the cavalry have made a mistake of charging into my spearmen here, so they're going to take a bit of a beating from my spearmen. It looks like they are actually moving off. One of my infantry units have actually started running, so we're going to have to try and get in there as soon as possible. Let's move our cavalry in. Let's get one unit to take out their artillery. Looks like they do actually have some heavy shot cavalry at the back there. So we're going to have to watch out for them. But my guys might be able to beat them as long as they don't get a charge in on me. So here come the melee infantry. They're coming in. My men are under heavy fire from artillery shells and, of course, from the projectiles coming from the missiles. So let's try and reform our men up here. Seems like they're going to be coming in pretty soon, but our archers are doing a pretty good job of taking out the infantry. They are beating them badly with their projectiles, sinking into the flesh of the knights coming in. And here comes some cavalry charging in on my axemen. The thing that I've noticed a lot with these men is they don't all have the same weapons. Obviously these guys do, but over here we had some maces, we've got some swords, we've got a morning star here, looking very, very nice. So where are my cavalry at this moment in time? They seem to have actually charged in. They are going at it with the shot cavalry, but it seems like they're doing a better job than the shot cavalry are. So it looks like we will come out on top of that battle. Okay, apparently our general is being attacked. Yes, he is indeed. Let's see if he can fight back this attacking force, which is these cavalry here. It seems like our general should be able to do a pretty good job of taking them out, so I'm not too worried about that. Our archers are doing their thing. They're firing down on the enemy, trying to get as many kills as possible, but it's time to move up. Our spearmen, I think, probably going to have to go in against that cavalry unit there, unless our infantry need that extra help. So on the left flank, it seems like our men have been completely obliterated. The enemy are coming in thick and fast. They're going through to our hand gunner lines. This is not good for the English forces. The French seem to be having the upper hand at the moment. You've got these massive guys with these massive great swords coming in, slicing the enemy, or my friendly infantry. Oh, and he's just been taken out. Can we see some cool animations here? The handgunners are trying to do what they can, but they are taking a lot of beating here. This guy here fighting for his life, but he has been taken out, unfortunately. What is going on with our cavalry? How are they doing against their shot cavalry force over here? Seems like they're not actually doing a great job. The shot cavalry don't seem to have lost. Okay, the shot cavalry are actually going down, a my mistake there. But it looks like our cavalry are still going at it against these crossbows here. But will they be able to take them out in time? These are some very nicely textured archers here with their little buckle shields. And let's see how the battle is going on over here. Our archers have just routed this unit here. That was very interesting to see. Seems like the archers actually don't want to fire over there. I see how it is. Oh, it is because... Oh no, they're just moving the other way. But it seems like we are actually losing this battle. Obviously, I haven't been trying to micromanage it too hard because I've been very busy. We're trying to get some cool cinematic shots for you guys. But it seems that these handgunners are just standing here taking a beating from some sort of spearman infantry, but they're going to go in there. They're going to try and save themselves. They're going to try and save their people. And are these spears running away? The handgunners have actually routed them. That is amazing. That's insane work from the handgunners. But it seems like it's a too little, too late sort of situation here. We've got a few sort of halberdier troops here, or some heavy infantry coming in with their axes. But the sarissas on these men are actually doing a lot of damage to my heavy infantry. You can see it's almost like a heavy pike wall just mowing down. But also I have my own troops here doing as much damage as they possibly can. We have billmen versus halberdiers. Who is going to win this small skirmish? So if we have a look at it over top, it looks like we have more troops, but most of our troops are actually skirmish units. So obviously I don't think we will come out this. On the other hand, but we do still actually seem to be routing a lot of the enemy infantry. These guys seem to be taking a little bit of a beating over here. What troops are these? These seem to be some halberdier type units or some heavy swordsmen with their lovely French tunics. They're taking a bit of a beating from my general's bodyguard. My general's bodyguard trying to do as much as possible, but will they be able to fend off this unit here? I'm going to pull them out just for now because it seems like they're going to be taking a big beating. But it looks like our troops have actually come out on top on this area. They've got their mounted archers there doing a lot of damage. And my cavalry are actually struggling struggling against these guys. They seem to be wavering a little bit even. These archers are putting up a massive fight. They do actually have spears, which is not good for my cavalry. The cavalry only have little buckler shields and spears, so it looks like they're actually taking a massive beating from these guys, so I'm going to have to pull them out and see if we can go elsewhere with them. Let's go and see if we can help our infantry over here. Our skirmishers seem to be doing a very decent job, actually, of taking out the infantry. The infantry don't seem to be able to catch up with my skirmisher units. Let's just see this battle on here. See the arrows coming into this unit here. And are they running away? No, it seems like they have just defeated the group of handgunners that I had there previously. Right, so it seems actually like these guys have been pretty much dispersed. We've got a group of swordsmen here. Let's see if we can get them up, taking out those dismounted troops. Looking very nice. They are actually in a fight with my archers here, but we've got some swordsmen coming in to help the archers, trying to pull this battle around and save the day. We've got our crossbowmen reloading here. Seems like they've got their shields out. Will they get their crossbows back out to fire? I guess we'll have to find out. I think we're gonna charge in our crossbows here. See if we can just overwhelm this small unit of enemies. In come the crossbowmen, charging in. I know they're heavy infantry, but we might be able to overwhelm them with greater numbers. And it seems like that is the way it is going. Yes, they are routing. So it seems like we're doing a pretty good job here. We don't want to go back into those archers there. We're going to take our general's unit. We're going to see if we can smack into these crossbowmen here. We're going to get some cinematicness on. And here we go, following the general's unit into the charge. We're actually following the king. Here we go, going into the enemy. Let's see if we can plow into them. See how much damage we're going to be able to do to these skirmishers. The charge has been initiated. In they go. Here we go. See what the impact is like. Whacked into them. I think that must have done a lot of damage against those troops. I don't know quite how many they must have lost, but we have to watch out because the skirmisher troops aren't actually too shabby in melee if they put their mind to it. If they want to fight to the death, they can indeed. This is a very close battle that is going on at the moment, and I think the enemy might have the upper hand, but I guess we're just going to have to find out how it finishes. We've still got some artillery trying to fire down upon these men here, but it looks like the enemy do have the upper hand here as our general runs away from battle. It seems we just have skirmishers left trying to do their job, but will it be enough? I don't think it's going to be. We've got a group of are these crossbowmen? No, these are sorry, these are actually crossbowmen. They are trying to mop up the rest of, I was gonna say the English army, and yes, they are, but these are mercenaries. I guess the English are betraying us. I don't know, but there we go. We have lost the battle as the English army. I really hope you guys enjoyed that battle. This was the Medieval Kingdoms mod for Total War Attila. If you want to go and download it, there will be a link in the description, but it is, of course, on the Steam Workshop. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of this, leave a comment down below. And, yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like. You know what to do if you didn't like it. But until then, I will see you in the next one.